Grand Theft Auto 6 is undoubtedly one of the most anticipated video games in the world, but with that anticipation comes a lot of crazy rumours, leaks, and colossal clickbait GTA 6 YouTube video titles. Which is why in today's video I wanted to cover everything we actually know so far about the next installment in the GTA franchise. So make sure that you guys are staying tuned throughout and let's jump into it. Starting off, let's talk about all of the evidence pointing towards GTA 6's existence. Then later on in the video, we will talk about all of the recent release date controversy that has been happening over the past few days. Anyway, this begins back in April of 2020 with the fact that Grand Theft Auto 6 is indeed in the early stages of development. I mean, at this point, it's kind of obvious that they have been working on this game, but back in April, a report was released from Kotaku where they interviewed 15 Rockstar Games staff members. Through those series of interviews, some interesting information came to light. The staff members basically talked about what it was like to work at Rockstar Games and how there was somewhat of a crunch culture amongst the workplace, where they would have to work extra night shifts, have ludicrous deadlines to meet, and have workloads that would cause extremely high levels of stress. Now, this of course is pretty bad and looked really bad on Rockstar Games, so to follow up with this, Rockstar management basically outlined a plan for the next GTA game. To quote directly from this article, it reads, "The report suggests that Rockstar has a plan to release GTA 6 as a moderately sized game that would be regularly updated and expanded over time, much like Grand Theft Auto Online." And this apparently is just one of the ways in which Rockstar management is looking at reducing the crunch time on the title. Now, in addition to this, Jason Schreier, the guy who wrote the article, later tweeted, "The next GTA is still a ways away, so it will be a while before we see whether the company's attempts to mitigate the crunch time are really successful. But in the last year, Rockstar has made several quality of life improvements and replaced managers that the staff described as toxic." So it's definitely good to see that Rockstar Games are actively making a decision to ensure its employees are actually happy being there. But yeah, this is just one of the pieces of information that we have about the game so far. Apparently the game's going to be moderately sized and expanded upon, similar to GTA Online. Anyway, to move over to the next big thing that recently grabbed a lot of people's attention, and this concerns the GTA 6 domain name. Now, for those of you who didn't know, Rockstar Games have had several registered URLs for GTA 6 since about 2013, and that should come as no surprise. Companies will often ensure that they own the URL for a product they may or may not one day make. Just as a quick example, Nintendo have owned a URL for an Eternal Darkness sequel despite never making one for decades. Up until recently though, if you was to try and go to any of the GTA 6 websites, you would simply be redirected to Rockstar's main site or their general Grand Theft Auto one. As is standard for any of these, we only set it up so nobody else could buy it URLs, but that has all changed recently. Nowadays, if you go to any of the official GTA 6 websites, you get an error message suggesting something is being prepped for the site. When a Reddit user dug a little deeper to determine exactly when GTAVI.com was updated, he was able to confirm it was as recently as March 23rd, 2020. Now, as Reddit user TLG the little guy pointed out, usually when updates like this happen to websites, the website is ready to launch, or at least in preparation for a launch. Could this mean we may be getting some information on the next GTA game soon? Who knows, but it's definitely something worth pointing out. And to swiftly move over to our next key piece of evidence, this comes courtesy of someone who was a little too trigger happy to tell the world that they were working on GTA 6. But then again, wouldn't you be? To give you the rundown, a GTA forums user known as Apollo Thunder discovered that artist Bibin Michael, a former employee of Rockstar Games India, listed GTA 6 as one of the games he had worked on in his digital resume for the site ArtStation. Now, once this claim got put out there into the world, several websites did some research and found the listing for themselves. A lot of these noted that he was credited as a junior vehicle artist from December 2017 to April 2018. Now, while some people have called out the CV for looking fake, it is worth noting that Rockstar did buy up an Indian-based game studio 3 years ago and turned it into an India division, and said division did work on Red Dead Redemption 2. It's also worth noting that Rockstar did this again in 2019 when they bought GTAVI Interactive from Starbreeze for a cool $7.9 million. They're definitely up to something in India, and this guy's resume suggests that something is making GTA 6. And that leads us into another key point of information, this time coming from one of the least likely of sources, being tax investigations. Essentially, TaxWatch, an investigative think tank based in the UK, monitors the taxation situation of pretty much every wealthy individual or large company based in Great Britain. Not too long ago, they called out Rockstar for their overly large tax relief filings, and that process led to an unexpected discovery. The sheer size of the claims being put in by Rockstar suggested a pretty large product is in the works, and TaxWatch themselves reported that they believe this sudden increase is due to the production of GTA 6 having recently begun. Now, it is worth noting that unless TaxWatch has insider information, there's no evidence that the new game being referred to is GTA 6. It's the most likely explanation for sure, and probably is the case, but it could be a completely new game. So it's definitely no confirmation, but again, it's just more info potentially poking at the existence of GTA 6, and TaxWatch definitely thinks so too. So it's now time to jump knee-deep into the recent GTA 6 release date controversy, and this begins with Take-Two Interactive's marketing budget. To give you the rundown and quote a tweet from VentureBeat's Jeff Grubb, it states, Take-Two currently plans to spend twice as much on marketing in fiscal 2024, basically anywhere between April 2023 and March 2024, relative to any other year over the next half decade. That $89 million marketing spend is likely for GTA 6. The last time that Take-Two Interactive stock forecasted a spike like this, it was for Red Dead Redemption 2. He also followed up with this by stating 2023 makes sense for a couple of reasons. Plenty of time for next gen to hit a healthy install base. Also, Rockstar is going to want to re-release Red Dead Redemption 2 on next gen first, and it also needs time to figure out what it looks like to keep GTA Online's momentum under GTA 6. Now, all of what Jeff is saying here makes perfect sense and does point towards a 2023 release date. I mean, to further back this up, typically whenever Rockstar does reveal a game, there is a heavy wait before it's released, with many people pointing out around 22 months, and since we haven't had a reveal yet, it could point towards this release date actually being a thing. But hold your horses, there is still hope out there, because while what I just mentioned and showed you guys makes a lot of sense, apparently there is no correlation between Take-Two's marketing budget and GTA 6. And this is coming directly from a Take-Two representative who spoke to GIBiz, stating that there is no correlation between them. So again, while some information out there leads to a 2023 release date, it is not confirmed, and hopefully we don't have to wait that long for the next GTA. Drop a like down below for good luck, guys. So for the final part of the video, I do want to slightly touch on some of the leaks and rumors surrounding the game. Bear in mind, take these very, very lightly. They are leaks after all, and while some YouTube video titles will tell you that these are confirmed, that is just not the case. However, when it comes to leaks, sometimes they end up being true, so keep that in mind as well. And when it comes to the leaks that I'm going to be mentioning in this video, these were spread all over the internet on places like Pastebin and Reddit, but were very quickly shut down. To jump straight into it, GTA 6 will apparently be greatly inspired by the Netflix show Narcos, with an open world plot that takes it from Vice City to Brazil's Rio de Janeiro, with a few more linear style missions based in Liberty City. Set sometime around the 70s or 80s, the game will have the same chapter style system that Red Dead Redemption 2 had, and will feature a giant prison as a key location. This leak also alluded to there being a far larger plot than ever before, and twice the amount of dialogue than GTA 5. There will also apparently be 4 main characters, 2 of them being gang members, and 2 of them being police, and the story of each of these complement each other very well. I think if these leaks end up being true, playing as both the police and gang members will be an interesting take for sure, and something I think could work out great. Anyway, whether this leaked plot and main locations of Vice City and Brazil are true, we obviously don't know, because they're leaks, but we will find out, and I'm not going to lie, what these leaks suggest sounds incredible, and I truly hope there's some legitimacy behind them. Anyway, that pretty much covers what we know about GTA 6 so far. There really wasn't too much to go off, but what info there is definitely something I thought was worth compiling and kind of keeping you guys up to date on. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Drop a like if you remember my old GTA videos.